Have you ever been at an interview where you've been asked directly, have you used this particular computer software? And you know that you actually haven't. So what do you actually say? So some possible answers that you could say are, no, I haven't. And just leave it like that. Or you could say something like, no, I haven't, but I'm a good learner and I can pick up stuff really quickly. Or you can do another approach, and I'm going to tell you about that approach now, where I have a rule that where possible, never say no to not knowing something. And you may be thinking, well, that's dishonest, but listen to the way I respond and think about if you think that adds more value than some of the other responses I just said. So if someone says to me, have you used this particular software? I might say something like, I haven't used that specific software. However, I've used software that's actually really, really similar. And that software has enabled me to do all the same things as that particular software. So I'm able to create reports. I'm able to do spreadsheets. I'm able to do a lot of the same things that that system actually does. In fact, I'm actually really well known in my organization for being an expert on systems. People actually come up to me and say, hey, how do I do this? 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 So what I would do the first day, 2 of being in this new position, I would make it my goal to actually learn that software. I would connect with someone that actually was an expert at that particular software, and I would sit with them and look at what are the tips and tricks that they have to use it. Then what I would do is practice it, and then ask that person for advice where required. So not having the software knowledge at the moment is not an issue. It's something that I'll learn and grow with really, really quickly. Thank you very much. So that could be an example of where, rather than saying no, because when you think about it and someone says, do you have this? And you say no, it's almost like they're going to write down or think, doesn't have that, maybe not suitable. Whereas my answer actually said, I just took control of the answer and I ran with it. So I redirected the question to positive things that I did actually have. And then they're looking at it and going, well, he didn't have that, but you know, it doesn't seem like an issue. You could pick it up on the job because they're all the things that I said I could specifically do. So there you go. Try not to say no unless it's, a legal requirement and you don't actually have something. There's only so much navigating you can do sometimes. But if it's something like a computer software, it's okay to navigate to things that you have used that are actually similar. Now you might say, Chris, well, what if I haven't used something similar? I would question is that software a major part of the role? Is it a minor part of the role? If it's a minor part of the role, then you could just diminish it and sort of say, I haven't used that particular software in the past. However, all my other skills that I have for this position would enable me to pick up that software really quickly. What I do on the first day is I talk to someone who is an expert at that software. I'd sit down with them, I'd learn from them, and that's an approach that I've used in the past when I haven't known something. I've sat down with someone and we've gone through it really quickly. So I would make that my mission within the first couple of days of joining this job to get a handle on that, and that's something I've done successfully in other organizations, and my referees can attest to that. So you see with that answer, you're kind of navigating it away from the no as well, and then you are bringing in the strength of your other skill sets to really show the value you've got. Rather than me saying, no, I haven't used it and I haven't used anything that's similar, but I can learn, so because at an interview, we really want to be showing the value we can add specifically from the role, and a flat out no demonstrates the 0 on the value scale. But talking about similar things that we've done, and directing that energy to learning and growing that we've done successfully in the past is more than 0. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe, and best of luck learning new computer software to help you in your journey. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you later.